around two, in between two or one for sure, to the positive. Right. So after we filled this imbalance, I took an aggressive fill here. I took five cons. Because also during when market opened, we swept highs. So typically at 8:30, you'll see price move towards a POI, whether that's a significant high or what ICT traders would call. Because I know like majority of people here trade ICT or whatever. So what majority of people would call like a PDRA, right? So after I took my full pre-market, but during New York, after like right at open, we I saw that we swept highs. So it was either gonna sweep and drop right here, which is what it did, or go up and touch the session delta high before bleeding. Right, and after I saw acceptance into the value area again, which was this yellow, not yellow, blue line, that was my confirmation to keep holding. You could have took another fill after the POC was respected over here, right? You can see how clean the POC plays out. And then you could have targeted the value area low, which is where I actually closed my trade, and I took some longs here as well. And I mean, yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's pretty much it. This how I caught the move. We had an imbalance on the bid side, and then we had a session delta high, which is typically what I like to play. These are my favorite setups. This is a cleaner one on for like longs for a long setup for the bid. This is how I get my nice fills. Like my fills, if you've seen my fills, I post my fills often. These imbalances are how I get my fills. Your R&R is always good. Fills typically are very well as well if you have good price action, and then you just use it in confluence with auction market theory, which is what I was talking about when I said we saw acceptance into the value area, which is this blue dash level right here. And then yeah, this long move was just an asset imbalance filled with a session delta low into a discount move of an impulsive move up. Right, and then we were overextended on the deviations. Not only that, but we were also touching a point in which sellers were really aggressive prior to price being there. So those were my confluences for catching shorts. Nonetheless, it was, like I said earlier, a very aggressive fill. Ideally, I'd want to see this get touched before filling. But yeah. Do we have any questions?
Just want to say that imbalances. That was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
these are fire. These are fire. I'll show them again real quick. Right here.
so wait, what
Yes,
do you
sir.
use for your settings? So you do 5 minute imbalances or 15 minute?
I like using multiple different time frames. So like I like using just regular price action. I just look at the bigger time frames. I look at the daily. But as far as my footprint charts, the highest I go is probably like an hour. I like looking at the hourly, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 minute intraday. And then this is my delta chart as well. This is where I get the delta levels that I showed over here. These the session delta high, session delta lows.
Mm.
Typically, I just see like I use it on the 5 minute, and I'll have like a POC on it, and then on the left I'll have volume, and on the right I'll have the delta. So like whenever it's red like this or like this, that means that this is the POC, the point of control in the footprint, or
Yeah.
the volume node, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and I'll typically just find lows and highs where delta is really aggressive, either on the obviously negative or positive. If you compare that with a bid or ask side imbalance, they tend to play out really nice.
Yeah. Like it. Cool. That was good.
They're pretty simple. It's a lot of how I get these levels are it's more complicated, which is why I want to show the footprint off a little bit, see if anybody has any questions on that. Because I mean, the way I trade is it's really simple. I just get bid side imbalances, look for significant lows and highs, and try to play off of that. Obviously after you get a better perspective on what the market wants to do on a bigger time frame, it's pretty simple. But it's more so just learning everything, like learning how to read footprints, learning how to identify which one of these, well, it's more probable to hit than others, and all that stuff. Order flow is not a simple way of trading, bro. There's no way nobody has any questions.
It's fine. We'll save it for the Q&A in the premium chat.
That's good.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Wait, can you explain that delta thing again?
Yeah, so these are, bro, Wada, I showed you this.
No, I know. But
Yeah, they're just
the low and high.
Yeah, so I just get them from this chart. You have this chart already. I gave you my settings. And then so if you like, see if I can zoom in real quick, show you how I get them. So boom, let's just say for example, right? So I don't have to go looking through New York session and all that stuff. Let's say, oh, like right here, for example, this would be a session delta high. I mean low, my bad, low right here, and it gives you the exact level, which would be 15,800. Right? Obviously, like you wouldn't want to use this during New York because this is little to no volume. Right, not only that, but it's not really significant during this session. You know, there's little to no volatility in it, so it's more likely to get ran. You typically want to get these levels from like high volume times. London is acceptable, but I really only like to get my shit from like New York sessions as far as these delta levels.
Bet. Thank you.
All right.
Yo, right? Can I ask
Oh.
something unrelated?
Of course.
Um, how do you guys determine the TP and the golden retracement zone or whatever you guys call it, golden zone during
Yeah.
like
So yeah. So the golden zone is just some fib settings. So like for example, let's just try it out and then we'll find some
What's
spot.
that?
Zila. So then like let's say you marked this this high and this low, right? So the golden zone is right here between these two levels right here. This is the golden zone. So ideally, whenever price were to retrace, you'd want to see it retrace to this zone, and then obviously since we had to push down, you would want to see sellers step back in, right? So this would be your golden zone, and what ICT traders call optimal trade entry. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is your golden zone basically. So you just want to mark the nearest high and nearest low, and then right here, these are the settings for it too. 61,
okay,
71, and 88.60.
wait, 88. Wait,
Yeah,
sorry,
88.60, 71, and then 61.80.
I can't really see because it's kind of blurry
I'll
from
send you a
my screen.
screenshot.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. And the TP, how do you guys determine TP?
Take profit. Well, today I only used the value area low as my take profit for the shorts. All right. So I don't know what you used to trade, but I use order flow, right? So I'll just use something. I'll have my confluences to hold using order flow, and I also have my confidence to get out using order flow. So with that being said, whenever price breaks below a value area, right? If we don't see acceptance below, meaning we come back retest and then uh drop, that's my all right, cool. That's the place dead because if we see acceptance into this, we're likely to go touch the POC. We're most likely to go touch the POC, right? That means that we rejected the area outside of fair value, meaning price wants to trade within fair value, which is between these blue lines right here, according to the market profile. Right. So if price gets above this, that's when I'm closing my trade, which is why I said whenever we got down here, I closed my trade because I saw we got back up. And ideally, like I could have used more confidence just to keep holding because obviously it kept bleeding, right? But I have rules and every trader should respect the rules, and that broke one of my rules. And that's why I just closed it. Nonetheless, I mean, I got a pretty good fill on this, so I made pretty good money. That's another reason I was comfortable closing.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to look, you have to use the way you trade, right? Because we all understand the market differently. This is a like I don't like. I'm not trying to diss anybody, right? I don't like basing my trading based off concepts, which is what ICT is. It's just concepts, right? I like to base it more on concrete things, right? Which with order flow, I can see a lot of like concrete data. What I would at least consider concrete data. So yeah, that's basically why this was my TP. But it would just depend on whatever you're trading. So like, you know, your TP would have to be according to your strategy and your rules. So like I said, if you know anything about auction market theory, the fact that we got back into this value area, it's not good, right? Because the chances after getting into this value area, the market profile value area, and touching the POC are pretty high. Right,
What's
obviously-
what's the market value area? How'd you get this phone?
I got it
Or
from a
that.
TPO chart, a market profile chart. You want to see what that looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. Right here, and then right here, and then this was the POC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The only difference between mine and majority of the people is mine includes pre-market data.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I base my TPs.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, you might have covered this, but I got a question.
Hold on, boss.
Hey, do you use the TPO that's forming for the day?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And then you could also use like value areas from different days and whatnot. Typically, I don't look at those that often. They are valid. I don't use them that often because typically by the time price gets to that point, I'm either already in a move or I'm already done trading.
Bet.
But
Thanks.
yeah, you could also use like POCs from other TPOs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yo, Gino.
What's going on, boss?
You use a full CME day, right, for the TPOs?
Yeah, a
Okay.
full CME
The
day.
thing I wonder about that is like when you use that, does that not kind of bias the TPO because obviously it's going to spend more time in the after hours when there's a lot less volume?
Yeah, but to me, it's important what price does pre-market. That's like the very first thing I said. It's very important for me, like whenever I turn my charts on to see what price did through the other sessions. I don't like trading the other sessions at all, but it's important for me to take that into account to identify what price might want to do during New York session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I like having it on.
Yo,
But
Gino.
yeah, what's going on?
I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
What do you do when you're looking at the imbalances to determine what ones you may or may not chart? Like, what ones will be of more significance
Yeah, so to answer your
other than
question,
like 369?
yeah, so to answer your question, a lot of what it is identifying a good and balanced zone is price action, right? Obviously, if you look at bigger time frames like the 15-minute and the 1 hour, which are the bigger time frames that I use footprint charts on, those will obviously tend to be way stronger. But even then, you'll still have to identify like there's no cheat code to trading, and I feel like the only way to really get better at trading, at least from my personal experience, is to understand price action. Because a lot of there's like at least from my experience, I don't know if there exists, right? But I don't think there's a holy grail for trading. All right, so I like to rely a lot on my price action, and I was profitable before just using price action, literally just looking at charts before I even got on order flow. But it definitely helps a lot identifying the real imbalances that are most likely to get respected other than the other ones that aren't. Right, but I mean the 15-minute and the 1 hour ones are way stronger than if you use the 1 minute and the 5 minute ones. What are y'all done for today? No more questions?
Tapped out.
I think they're done, man.
All right.
That was good though.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Try to keep it pretty simple, even though order flow is far from simple. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I've made it pretty easy for people to understand, not too complicated. If y'all have any like, if I made it overcomplicated, y'all could, feel free to ask. There's no need to be shy. Yo, what's up? Nice. All right, we good or what, bro? Because it's like y'all not asking questions, but y'all also not leaving the VC. What are we doing? What's going on?
That's it. Thanks for coming, guys. We're done.
I'm
No,
just
I'm-
chilling like a
I'm
villain. You
staying,
feel
bro.
me?
I'm staying, bro.
All right,
Just
man.
here.
Yo, Josh, you don't got any questions? I saw you just got Valhalla, bro. What's going on?
Hell yeah, I'm back, man. I'm
That's
fucking
good.
back.
For sure, bro.
Forever this time.
All right.
Today was clean. Today lined up with the analysis perfectly.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty
I'm
good.
never leaving. I'm staying here.
You're stuck for life.
I'm not fucking joking. Gino, you can see my little icon every day in fucking voice chat, alright?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan.
You and
Alright.
Response were both humming that at the same time.
Where Joel at, man?
Wiping his butt.
I need that Joel recap,
He's
bro.
been slacking, bro. And he never slacks.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, he got me in the trading, bro. I seen the TikTok with the fucking Porsche. I said, oh, word.
I ain't gonna lie, Josh, you kind of on his dick, but it's permissible.
I'm dead
'Cause
ass, bro. I'm not.
I fuck with him.
I'm dead
'Cause
ass, bro.
Crazy, bro. Let him talk to you like that?